it's going well. I hope this week has gone well for you, and I hope that today has gone well for you. Today is Saturday, September the 14th, 2024. It's about 8:45 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I hope that you all are doing well. I hope that you all have had a fun and productive Saturday. Real quick, in the pinned comments below, I will have a link to another YouTube channel that I have. It's pretty much going to be a channel where I do different reactions to current events that I see on the news and social media. And it's also going to have like just random topics on it as well. Kind of like this one, but it'll be more like news, social media reaction themed. And that channel is not going to be an ASMR channel. It's just going to be, a regular channel, and so if you're interested, the link to that channel will be in the pinned comments below this video. So let's get into the topic of this video. You want to be careful with entertainment, right? Now, entertainment is basically something that distracts you. It takes your mind off of life or what's going on in the real world, right? And in my opinion, it can be a vice, just like alcohol can be a vice, tobacco can be a vice, fast food, sugary food, weed, etc. All this type of stuff, can be a vice. But when it comes to entertainment, you have to be careful with it, because entertainment, in my opinion, if you consume too much of it, it will basically make it to where you don't have a lot of time to actually be productive, to work on the goals that you have. It could take away from that ambition, because you consume so much entertainment in your free time outside of work that you just don't have enough mental energy left to actually pursue your goals and to pursue ambition. Now, I'm not going to say that I don't ever consume entertainment, but I try my best to be careful with the amount that I consume, because I know what it's really there to do. It's there to distract you. It's there to temporarily take your mind off of reality. And in my opinion, really the ultimate goal should be to create a reality that you don't have to distract yourself from all the time, at least, because people, they take on these vices in general to distract themselves, to take themselves out of reality. But I think entertainment, there's like, my biggest problem with like entertainment is how entertainment in general is so pushed on us. Sorry about that. Phone ran out of space. I keep telling myself I'm going to get like an actual professional camera. Gonna do it one day. I'm gonna do it one day. But anyway, just some of these different forms of entertainment, such as video games, movies, TV shows, certain things on social media, sports, music. Although I do think that music can be a little bit different in a way, because we could say that you're being entertained by different music, but at least with music, you only need your ears. Like, you can actually do something productive while you're listening to music, right? Like sometimes when I go for a run at the park, I'll listen to music. Actually, I do that when I run all the time. But also when you're like cleaning up around the house or whatever, you could, have some earbuds in, listen to music, so you can actually do something productive while you're listening to music. But with these other forms of entertainment, you need your eyes and ears, full attention and everything. And so, it's just, you have to be careful, especially with these different things on social media, TV shows, movies. You just have to, because the way that these, especially TV shows, the way it's designed, right? You have to keep coming back over and over and watching, right? And then it's like, the more and more you watch, the more and more you get into a series or whatever on Netflix, that's less and less free time that you have in order to actually do something productive, right? And then they make the TV shows to where like you have to keep on watching episode after episode, right? And then you find another show on Netflix or whatever streaming service you have, and you get into that and you just keep watching, and all of a sudden you've been sitting at home all day watching these different series, right? And so, I'm not saying that it's all bad and you should never consume any form of entertainment. The only thing I say is just be careful. Don't consume it too much, right? And it's real interesting too. It's like all of these celebrities, actors, movie stars, sports players, right? Musicians, they all get paid. Well, let me not say all. The main ones, the mainstream ones, they all get paid millions and millions of dollars to keep you distracted. Don't you think that's crazy? All the mainstream ones get paid millions and millions of dollars to keep you distracted. Because that's all that it is, especially sports. That's nothing but a distraction. I know some people don't like to admit that it is, but, sports, especially like professional sports, it's nothing but a distraction. You have people who get paid millions of dollars to entertain, to shoot a ball through a hoop, or dribble a ball, or catch a football, or whatever. It's a distraction. It is. That it's purely entertainment. There's really nothing that you can, like, there's nothing that you can really do with that's gonna really help you in your immediate life. And the people that you see on television, they're certainly not gonna help you out. So it's like, why give them all your attention? They don't even know that you exist. It's kind of the same thing with these movie stars and actors. Although we can say with movies that there might be some sort of message behind the movie, some of these movies, especially some of the ones that I've watched, they're so, like, simple that there's you can tell there's really no message behind what's being played. It's just basically something to take your mind off of reality, right? And so that's the thing with these, and then these people, they get paid millions of dollars. Like I said, video games, you have to be careful with that as well. Those can be very unproductive. And I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't have any video games that I like. I mean, there's only a couple of them. One of the ones I do like is City Skylines, but that's like a simulation game. But still, that can, if you do that too much, you'll have less time to actually do something productive. But the thing about it is you go to work 5 days a week, some people 6 days a week. You work anywhere between 40, 60, 70 hours a week for some people. That free time that you have, I think the idea is to do something productive, right? Don't do something that's just going to be a vice, such as alcohol, fast food, sugary foods, tobacco, etc. Majority of your time, you want to do something productive, right? Majority of your free time, at least. I think that's the basic idea. I'm trying my best to do that, because I don't even think myself I'm really spending the majority of my free time doing something productive. And I need to change that. When I talk like this, I'm not really even talking as if I'm so perfect and I'm doing this myself. I consume entertainment just like anybody else. But I think overall, the goal should be to limit that. Kind of keep that to a minimum to a certain degree. I'm not saying that you should never consume it, but you have to just be careful with really all forms of entertainment, right? Like I said, a good thing about music, though, is that you can still be productive while you listen to music. So that's the cool thing about music. But all these other ones, like I say, movies, television shows, sports, video games, etc. Certain mindless stuff on social media, right? You have to pretty much keep that to a minimum. That's all I'm saying. Create a life that you don't have to be distracted from. Have actual goals. Have ambition, right? Ask yourself, where are you going to be in 5 years? Where are you going to be in 10 years? Where do you want to be during these time frames, at these different time frames? 20 years, 30 years, where do you see yourself? Where do you want to be? Where do you realistically think you're going to be in 20 years? Right? Have a plan for all that, right? Plan out where you want to be and then go for it. Have short-term goals. Where do you see yourself next year? How are you going to get to that point? What do you have to do? Do you have what it takes to get to that point? These are goals that you should be writing down, right? And have the ambition, have the drive, the motivation to actually achieve those goals. And a lot of times, if you really, really want to lock in and achieve those goals, you're going to have to limit all forms of entertainment. And I know that's hard for a lot of people. Really, not even just entertainment, all these different vices that are created to distract us from reality in general. You're going to have to eliminate all those, or at least limit them, right? Well, I would say eliminate alcohol, eliminate weed, tobacco, sugary foods. Got to eliminate all that stuff. But entertainment, at least keep that to a minimum, right? You know, so anyway, yeah, that's pretty much what I want to come on here and say. You know, main message is just, you know, be careful with all these different, you know, forms of entertainment, you know. And then some of these forms of entertainment too, they're subconsciously programming you to think a certain way as well. They also push different agendas too, but I don't want to, you know, get too much into that. And so, anyway, I'll leave it at that. I do hope that you were relaxed. I hope that you also, wait, what am I saying? I'm tripping. I hope that you were relaxed. I thank you for watching, and I do hope that I did inspire thought. Thanks.